7-member organizations. The member organizations are coming from Romania, Spain, Hungary, Lithuania, Latvia, Serbia, and Croatia. So this is something new actually. The most of the work that is done by the Telecenter Europe is about digital competencies. And one part of these digital competencies is media literacy. The term comes from the 20th century actually, but has changed and is changing over time. The difference is, if you want to define the media literacy, is the ability to access the media, to critically evaluate the media, and the third point is what happened as a different thing in the 20th, late 20th, 21st century, is possibility of interaction. And this is also the possibility to create media content. The media literacy for prosumers is the short description of the project which I tried to put for this. The prosumer is the word is combined of people who are able at the same time to produce the content and consume the content. And this is the main differences, and the whole project is going to try to define what it is all about, and to develop a training program where people will be capable of producing the content by themselves. So I'm not going to base this presentation, I'm not going to talk about the project itself, the objectives and the expected results, but I'm going to do the presentation about the survey that we are implementing at the moment in Croatia, which is giving the picture and the overview of the possibilities for further development and collaboration. So this is how I understand this session, providing the information to other potential partners to join in a collaboration with us. So we have at the moment, we have around 500 questionnaires that we have distributed all around Croatia to the different age groups, primarily 3 age groups. This is people from, or children or youth from 15 to 18. This is the age of the secondary school participants in Croatia. The second group is from 19 to 29, so these are post-secondary participants in higher education or people looking for a job. And the adults from 30 to 65. As you can see at the moment that I collected this data, more or less equal representation of these 3 age groups. But this was the gender representation was also a surprise for us, because we have, as I said, around 2/3 of participants in the surveys are female. And we, for many years, our organizations are wondering how to attract women to digital type of technology programs. So at the moment, this looks like that quite a lot of women are interested in media literacy and media-related programs. First questions were related to the media literacy and the definition of media literacy. The first one is related, is it important or not? So as you can see that more than 90% responses said that they fully agree or partly agree that media literacy is one of the key competencies of the 21st century. So we tried to define the media literacy. I was, in last year or two, I was trying to identify the definition of what media literacy is. And when we were preparing this project, we focused on the 3 things that people probably, the basic kind of the content people should create in order to be creator of the media content. So it's photography, audio, and video. Photography, if you edit audio and you make it move, then you get the video actually. So we asked that people for more than these 3 subjects, if this is part of the media competence, we asked them also about the web design, web programming, digital publishing, the ability to critically evaluate matter, etc., etc. But these are three things that we wanted to be sure whether we're on the right track when we are developing the training program, and it looks like we are, and around 80% of the people agree or partly agree that that video, audio, and photography production is part of the media competencies. We asked them, since we have quite a successful collaboration with formal education, particularly with vocational training for the secondary school children, now expanding to the higher education as well, but we extracted only the part of the research dealing with the non-formal education, where we asked people whether the media literacy should be part of the non-formal education for different age groups. And as you can see, the adults and youth, primarily, they think that should be a focus on media literacy training program, but also for the children and elderly. Even I was very much surprised when I didn't even consider kindergarten children as a potential target group of the media literacy training program, and I was asked in the middle of the survey to add this category to the questionnaire. This is part of, also the entire research has more questions, and when we are going to finalize it in a couple of months, we are going to publish it on our website, which is www.telecenter.com, or on the Telecenter Europe website. But we have asked people from maybe 20 measures what they consider as a priority measures that should be implemented in order to improve media literacy or media education. And the top two categories are the top two priorities are training of teachers and trainers and investment in the facilities and equipment. The second, the third and the fourth are related to international collaboration and international competition of students. I'm emphasizing this because there is a potential of expanding this project, and I see the Telecentre Multimedia Academy as just the first step of the project, which can last for many years. The fifth category as a priority for intervention is introduction of project management based learning. So it's two benefits of introducing project management in the learning process. It's a training methodology, and it's also the competence which is in our opinion, very important to be adopted in addition to vocational competences, because most of this employment in this sector is project-based. The training program that we have planned to develop during the development phase and development of textbooks for the implementation of this project will combine project management competencies, communication skills with the skills of audio, video production and photography. We asked people how much do they plan training as an extracurricular activity, since many of them are students and high school students and faculty school students or teachers. So in addition to all what they already participated in the training program, it looks like that quite a lot of them, more than 40%, plan to participate in duration between 21 and 140 hours. Usually this type of training programs are either 20-hour seminars, which is 5-day seminars or 4 hours short 1 to 2 day workshops, and combination of these seminars around 140 hours, so 7 seminars is a more comprehensive training program which we plan to develop during the course of Telecentre Multimedia project. We asked who of them are interested to participate in media literacy training program. We offered them 3 levels of the training programs: basic, intermediate, advanced, and option where they are not interested in programs that we might offer. And it's interesting to see that most of the people are interested in intermediate level of training. These are preliminary conclusions that we draw from the preliminary results of the survey. The media literacy includes multidisciplinary set of competencies. skills are being added with development of new technologies, and on top of that, there are the general competency skills required in all professions. It is, according to the results, all age groups from early childhood to elderly population are interested in this type of the training program. There is high interest in formal and non-formal, in both type of the training program. And what we experience in Croatia is that there is interest for cross-sectoral collaboration between the NGOs of the civil sector and formal education to the public sector. Because also for the public sector implementing this new technology type of training program is very interesting to receive support in development of the learning curriculums, in development of the training learning resources, and in capacity building of both teachers and training facilities. There is, as I mentioned before, high female interest in media literacy. On top of that, at least in Croatia, in the last 1 or 2 years, there are many higher education programs opened by the ICT training centers, because when I talked to the people who are running these training facilities, and they said that they are trying to offer media type of the training program in order to soften perception of this type of the training program, as when they are providing the ICT professional training program, they are not able to attract outside of the target group, which they consider as geeks. So by providing the media and media literacy type of the training program, they plan to become more attractive for the wider population. As I mentioned, opportunities for cross-sector partnership, including private, public and civil sector organization, governmental organization, public authority, local authorities and civil sector organization. And to the final preliminary conclusion, it's a great opportunity for international collaboration, so we don't see this once again as a project which is going to last only for 2 years, but we are going to continue and follow it up, but we also hope during the course of the project that we are going to find new partners interested in collaboration.